Noah, can I ask you something?
Always.
Do you remember last year when you told everyone you were going to learn Portuguese?
Yes.
You told me. You told your friends. You posted about it.
I did post about it.
You bought a notebook specifically for Portuguese vocabulary.
The notebook is very clean.
How many words are in it?
Obrigado. That means thank you. That is the only word in the notebook.
One word in a whole notebook.
It is a very clean notebook. Beautifully clean. But here's the thing. I genuinely wanted to learn Portuguese. The motivation was real. But the moment I told everyone, something happened. People said, "Wow, that's amazing." People said, "You're going to be so good at it." And my brain felt satisfied before I had done anything. And that satisfaction became the replacement for actually doing it. Yes, the announcement felt like progress, but it wasn't. It was just noise.
And today, we are talking about exactly that. The 5 things that successful, wise, focused people learn not to share with everyone. Not because they are secretive, not because they are hiding, but because they understand something that most people learn too late.
Silence is power.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Enjoy English with Noah, the podcast where real English meets real life. I'm Mia.
And I'm Noah. And today's episode is different from anything we have done before, because today we are not just teaching English. We are talking about life. Specifically, 5 powerful lessons that can protect your energy, protect your focus, and protect your future.
This is a B1 to B2 episode. The language is natural and clear. We explain everything as we go. And at the end, our upgraded word tour. 8 vocabulary words for talking about growth, discipline, and real success.
Comment challenge. Write in the comments. One thing I'm working on quietly right now is, don't worry, you don't have to share everything. Just enough to remind yourself it exists. We read every comment.
And if your answer is a very clean Portuguese notebook, Noah will understand completely.
Deeply, personally, without judgment. Okay, lesson 1.
Lesson 1. And I think this is the most important one. Don't share your dreams with everyone.
And I want to say, this does not mean you should never tell anyone your dream. It means you should be very careful about who you tell.
Think about a young man. Let's call him Daniel. Daniel had a big dream. He wanted to start his own business. He spent hours learning, he read books, he made plans every night before going to sleep. And then one day, he got excited and told everyone.
His friends, his relatives, his neighbors, people who had never achieved what he was dreaming of.
And the comments started. That's too difficult. You'll probably fail. People like us don't do things like that. Be realistic. Get a normal job.
Every negative comment was like a small stone placed inside his backpack. 1 stone, not heavy. 10 stones, still manageable. But hundreds of stones became a burden. And slowly, Daniel began doubting himself.
And here is the important thing to understand. Those people were not necessarily cruel. Many of them meant well. But they could only see Daniel's dream through the limits of their own life. If they were afraid, they told him to be afraid. If they had given up, they told him to give up.
Your dream is like a small seed. When a seed is first planted,
It is fragile. A strong wind can destroy it. Too much pressure can kill it. It needs time to grow roots before it faces the outside world. Fragile. Easily broken. Needing protection. And a new dream is always fragile. It has not grown roots yet. It does not have the strength yet to survive everyone's opinion. And there is something even more interesting. Studies have shown that when people talk too much about their goals, the brain can feel a sense of achievement before any real work has been done. You announce your dream. People say, "Wow, amazing." Your brain enjoys the reward. But then you work less because part of you already feels successful.
Talking becomes a replacement for doing. And that is exactly what happened with my Portuguese notebook. The notebook that launched 1,000 announcements and one word. Obrigado. I really know that word, though. So what should you do instead? Keep your dream close. Write it down, work on it, protect it. Let your actions speak louder than your announcements. One day people will ask, "How did you do it?" And that day, you will smile. Because while they were talking, you were working. Remember this. A dream spoken to everyone becomes a discussion. A dream protected by action becomes reality. Two versions. Same situation, same dream, different approach. The situation. Someone asks you about your plans. Version 1, oversharing. I'll play the person asking. "So, what are you working on these days?" "Oh, I'm starting a business. It's going to be incredible. I've already planned everything. The name, the logo, the social media pages. I've told everyone. I think it's going to change everything for me. I'm going to be so successful. Everyone thinks it's a great idea." Version 2, protected and focused. "So, what are you working on these days?" "I have some things I'm developing. It's early days still. I'll share more when there's something real to show. Right now, I'm just focused on the work." Notice the difference. Version 2 doesn't lie. It doesn't hide. It simply protects. The energy that would have gone into the announcement stays where it belongs. In the work. Lesson 2. The secret of your success. And this one surprises people because it seems like the opposite of what we are taught. We are told, celebrate your wins, share your success, inspire others. And those things are not wrong in themselves. But there is a difference between teaching people and exposing every detail of how you got there. Think about a woman named Sarah. For years, Sarah worked quietly. While others spent evenings scrolling through their phones, she spent her evenings learning. While others complained about life, she invested in herself. While others looked for shortcuts, she focused on improving a little every day. After several years, her life changed. She became successful.
People became curious. How did you do it? Tell us your secrets.
At first, Sarah told everyone everything. But she quickly discovered something. Many people were not asking because they wanted to learn. They were asking because they wanted to compare. Some wanted to criticize. Some wanted to copy without doing the work. Some simply wanted information.
And this taught Sarah an important lesson. Success grows best when it is protected by humility.
Humility. Not thinking you are better than others. Staying grounded. Knowing there is always more to learn. Humility is not weakness. Humility is wisdom.
Because here is the truth. Your success is built on thousands of small actions that nobody sees. The early mornings, the late nights, the discipline, the failures, the moments when you wanted to quit, but are the real secrets.
And the danger of talking too much about success is that you become more focused on celebrating what you have achieved than on building what comes next. The moment you think you have arrived is often the moment you stop growing. Truly successful people often remain surprisingly quiet. Not because they have nothing to say, but because they know there is always another level to reach, another skill to learn, another challenge to overcome. Remember this: success is not a trophy that you display. Success is a responsibility that you protect. Two versions of talking about success. Same achievement, very different energy. Someone asks, "I heard things are going really well for you. How did you do it?" Version 1, oversharing and arrogant. "Oh, well, honestly, I just worked harder than everyone else. I woke up at 5 every morning, I never took days off, I did everything right. Most people just aren't disciplined enough, but I figured it out. Let me tell you exactly what I did, step by step." Version 2, humble and protected.
Honestly, a lot of things came together over time. I worked hard, I made mistakes, I kept going. I still have a long way to go, but I'm grateful for where I am right now.
Same person, same success. But version 2 keeps the energy protected. It stays humble. It leaves room for more growth.
And notice, version 2 doesn't lie. It doesn't hide. It simply doesn't expose everything. And that is wisdom. Lesson 3. And this one, I think, is the hardest. Your personal problems. Because when life becomes difficult, the most natural human response is to talk. To find someone who understands. To say the words out loud and feel less alone.
And there is nothing wrong with that. Asking for help from trusted people is sometimes necessary, important, healthy. But sharing your personal problems with everyone is a completely different thing.
Think about a man named Michael. One difficult year, he faced many challenges. Financial stress, relationship problems. He felt lost. And because he was hurting, he told everyone. Every friend, every colleague, every relative. Anyone willing to listen. At first it felt good. Talking gave him temporary relief. But over time, something unexpected happened. Some people started gossiping about him. Some judged him. Some used his weaknesses against him. Others simply enjoyed hearing about his struggles without genuinely caring about helping him. And Michael realized something important. Not everyone who asks, "How are you?" is ready to carry the weight of your answer. Many people are curious. Few people are committed. Many people listen. Few people help. Many people know your problems. Very few people help solve them. Your personal problems are like wounds. When you have a wound, you do not show it to every stranger you meet. You protect it. You clean it. You allow it to heal. The same is true for emotional wounds. And there is another danger. Sometimes people become so focused on talking about their problems that they stop looking for solutions.
Every conversation becomes about what is wrong. Every day becomes a discussion about difficulty. And slowly, the problem becomes part of their identity.
Instead of saying, "I am facing a challenge," they begin living as if they are the challenge itself.
Strong people do something different. They acknowledge their problems. They accept reality. They seek advice from trusted people. And then they focus their energy on solutions. Because talking about a problem does not solve it. Working on a solution does.
Remember this. The world does not need to know every storm you are facing. Sometimes the greatest strength is fighting your battles quietly and emerging stronger than before.
Scene. 2 conversations. Same problem. One with someone you shouldn't trust. One with someone you should.
The problem? You are struggling at work and feeling overwhelmed. Version 1, telling the wrong person. Oh, really? What's happening? Tell me everything. Is it your manager? I always thought that place seemed difficult. What exactly did they say to you?
And before you know it, you have shared everything. And nothing has changed, except now someone else knows all your weaknesses.
Version 2, telling the right person.
I hear you. That sounds genuinely hard. What do you think the main issue is? And what would help most right now? Do you need to talk it through, or do you need help finding a solution? Notice the difference. The right person listens and moves toward a solution. They protect your dignity. They don't use your problems as entertainment.
Choose carefully who receives access to your private struggles. Not everyone deserves that level of trust.
Lesson 4, your income, your wealth, and your financial growth.
And I want to say this clearly. This is not about being ashamed of what you have. This is not about pretending you don't have anything. This is about understanding that money affects people.
Money affects emotions. Money affects relationships. Money affects how people see you. And sometimes the more you share about your finances, the more complications enter your life. Imagine 2 people starting with the same amount of money. The first person earns a good income. Every time they receive money, they spend it. They buy expensive things. They constantly upgrade their lifestyle. They want people to notice their success.
The second person earns the same income, but they think differently. They save. They invest. They learn. They plan. They focus on long-term growth.
Years later, the first person still looks wealthy. The second person actually is wealthy. One chased appearance. The other chased freedom.
And there is a huge difference between looking rich and being rich. A person can wear expensive clothes and still be drowning in debt. A person can drive a luxury car and still have no savings. The world often sees appearances, but true wealth is hidden beneath the surface.
And the moment some people hear that you are doing well financially, their behavior changes. Suddenly they become curious. They ask questions they never asked before. Some people will compare themselves to you. Some people will feel jealous. Some people may secretly hope your success disappears. This is not because you did anything wrong. It is because money often reveals emotions that already existed beneath the surface. Financial privacy is valuable, not because you were hiding, but because you were protecting your peace. Just because something is true does not mean everyone needs to know it. Think about how wealth is actually created, not through one lucky moment, but through thousands of small decisions. Choosing to save over spending, choosing to learn over staying comfortable, choosing long-term rewards over short-term excitement. Those decisions are not exciting. They are often boring.
But over time, they become powerful. Remember this. The loudest people often have the least wealth. The wisest people often build quietly. Protect your finances. Protect your focus. And let your wealth grow in silence until your results speak for themselves. Someone asks you about your finances? 2 versions. Oversharing and protected.
The question. So how much are you making these days? Things seem to be going well for you.
Version 1. Oversharing.
Oh, well, this month was really good, actually. I made more than I expected. My savings are growing. My investments are doing well. Let me tell you exactly what I've been doing.
And now, everyone knows. The expectations begin, the comparisons begin, the pressure begins. Version 2. Protected and peaceful.
Things are moving in a good direction. I've been focused on building some long-term habits financially. Nothing dramatic, just slow and steady progress.
Complete, honest, protected. The person received an answer, but you kept your peace and your privacy. Lesson 5. And this one ties everything together. Your next move and your future plans.
Think about a young man named Ethan. Ethan was tired of his ordinary life. Every day looked the same. Every week felt the same. And one night, he made a decision. He would change his future. And the next morning, he made the mistake that many people make. He told everyone, his friends, his relatives, his colleagues, people online. Everywhere he went, he talked about the future. And at first, it felt amazing. People listened. People congratulated him. People said, "You're going to do amazing." Every compliment felt good. Every conversation felt exciting. But something strange happened. Weeks passed, then months, and his progress slowed down. The excitement that once came from action now came from conversation. His brain was receiving rewards without doing the work. And before he knew it, the dream that once felt alive became another unfinished plan. Unfinished. Started, but never completed.
And the world is full of unfinished plans from people who announced instead of acted.
Think about a chess player. A great chess player does not tell the opponent every move before making it. They think, they observe, they plan, they execute, and they move carefully.
Execute. To execute means to carry out a plan, to actually do the thing you plan to do. Execute is the bridge between planning and results.
And the strongest people understand this. They move quietly. Not because they are hiding, not because they are afraid, but because they know where results really come from. Results come from work. Results come from discipline. Results come from consistency, not from announcements.
Imagine 2 builders. The first builder spends every day talking about the house he will build. He shows everyone the blueprints. He explains every detail. Years pass. The house does not exist.
The second builder says very little. Every day, he lays a brick. Then another. Then another. People barely notice. The progress seems slow. But years later, there stands a beautiful house. Solid. Strong. Real.
The difference is simple. One builder talked. The other builder built.
Remember this. The loudest plans rarely become reality. The quietest actions often change lives. Talk less, work more. Explain less, build more. Announce less, execute more.
Final scene. 2 people. Same goal. Starting a business. 1 year later. Person 1. The announcer. So, whatever happened to that business idea you were talking about last year?
Oh, yeah, I'm still planning it. I've been researching a lot, talking to people, getting opinions. I'll probably launch soon. Maybe next year. Person 2. The builder. So, whatever happened to that idea you mentioned briefly last year?
Oh, it's running, actually. We launched 3 months ago. It's still early, but it's real. We have our first clients. We're learning a lot as we go.
Person 1 spent a year talking about the plan. Person 2 spent a year building it. Both started with the same idea. Only one of them has a business. Move in silence.
Grow in silence and let your results speak. Let's bring everything together. Today we talked about 5 things that wise, focused, successful people learn not to share with everyone. 1. Your dreams. Protect them. Work on them. Let your actions speak. 2. The secret of your success. Stay humble. Stay focused. Keep growing. 3. Your personal problems. Choose carefully who you trust. Seek solutions, not just an audience. 4. Your income and financial growth. Build quietly. Protect your peace. Let your wealth grow in silence. 5. Your next move and future plans. Talk less. Work more. Execute. And remember, these lessons are not about becoming secretive. They are about becoming focused. Not everyone deserves access to every part of your life. Not everyone deserves to know your dreams. Not everyone deserves to know your struggles. Not everyone deserves to know what you are building. A seed grows underground before anyone sees the tree. A building starts with a hidden foundation before anyone sees the structure. And success is built in private, long before it becomes visible in public. So from today, stop looking for approval. Stop explaining every move. Stop announcing every plan. Instead, focus on action. Focus on discipline. Focus on growth. Then one day, your results will speak louder than any words ever could. And Noah, the notebook? The notebook is still there. Very clean, very patient. Obrigado, Bernard. Thank you for waiting. He named the notebook Bernard. Everything gets named Bernard eventually. Don't forget, write in the comments. One thing I'm working on quietly right now is we want to read yours. And now, our upgraded word tour. 8 words from today. All forms explained. Real sentences you can use. Starting now. Our first word is protect. To keep something safe from harm, damage, or unwanted attention. Say it slowly. Protect. Protect. The noun is protection. Your dream needs protection in its early stages. The adjective is protective. She was protective of her plans. The adverb is protectively. He spoke protectively about his goals. 3 real sentences. Protect your energy from people who drain it. The best thing you can do for a new idea is protect it until it's strong. Financial privacy is about protecting your peace, not hiding your success. So instead of keep it safe, say protect it. Stronger. More intentional. Our second word is fragile. Easily broken, damaged, or destroyed. Needing careful handling. Say it slowly. Fragile. Fragile. The noun is fragility. The fragility of a new dream is why it needs protection. The adverb is fragilely, though we more naturally say in a fragile state, or feeling fragile. 3 real sentences. New dreams are fragile. They need action, not just attention. Confidence can feel fragile when surrounded by negative opinions. The relationship between success and humility is fragile if you stop paying attention. So instead of it could easily break, say it's still fragile. It sounds more thoughtful, more aware. Our third word is expose. To reveal something, to make something visible that was previously hidden or private. Say it slowly. Expose. Expose. The noun is exposure. Too much exposure of your plans can weaken them. The adjective is exposed. She felt exposed after sharing too much. 3 real sentences. Be careful about how much you expose your private life to others. Exposing your weaknesses to the wrong people can be dangerous. There is a difference between being open and exposing everything. So instead of, I shared too much, say, I exposed too much. It captures the vulnerability of the moment more precisely. Our fourth word is discipline. The ability to control your behavior and do what needs to be done, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. Say it slowly. Discipline. Discipline. The adjective is disciplined. She was incredibly disciplined about her morning routine. The adverb is in a disciplined way. We often say she disciplined herself as a verb form.
3 real sentences. Success is built on discipline, not motivation. The most disciplined people are often the quietest. They're too busy working. Discipline means doing the work even when nobody is watching.
And remember, discipline is not about being hard on yourself. It is about being consistent with yourself. Our 5th word is execute. To carry out a plan, to actually do what you plan to do.
Say it slowly. Execute. Execute. The noun is execution. The execution of the plan was flawless. The adjective is executed. A well-executed strategy always beats a well-discussed one. 3 real sentences. It's not enough to plan. You need to execute. The world rewards execution, not intention. Stop announcing your plans and start executing them. So instead of, I'm going to do it, say, I'm going to execute on it. It sounds decided. It sounds committed. Our 6th word is resilient, able to recover quickly from difficulty, strong enough to keep going after facing challenges. Say it slowly. Resilient. Resilient. The noun is resilience. Resilience is built through quiet battles, not public ones. The adverb is resiliently. She faced every challenge resiliently and kept moving forward. 3 real sentences. The most resilient people are those who fight their battles quietly. Building resilience means learning from failure without broadcasting it. A dream that survives doubt and silence becomes incredibly resilient. So instead of they kept going despite difficulties, say they were incredibly resilient. Our 7th word is humble. Not thinking you are better than others. Staying grounded, knowing there is always more to learn. Say it slowly. Humble. Humble. The noun is humility. Humility is not weakness, it is wisdom. The adverb is humbly. She spoke humbly about her achievements. As a verb, to humble someone means to make them feel less important.
3 real sentences. The most successful people are often surprisingly humble. Stay humble. There is always another level to reach. Humility keeps you growing because you never stop believing you have more to learn.
And remember, humble and confident are not opposites. The best people are both. And our final word, approval. Agreement or acceptance from others. The feeling that someone validates your choices or actions. Say it slowly. Approval. Approval.
The verb is approve. She approved of his decision. The adjective is approved. An approved plan feels more official. The adverb is approvingly. He nodded approvingly. 3 real sentences. You do not need everyone's approval to build your future. Seeking approval from the wrong people is one of the most expensive habits you can have. The moment you stop needing approval is the moment you start moving faster. And the most important lesson of all, you do not need everyone's approval to become who you are meant to be. The only approval that truly matters is your own. And those are our 8 words for today. Protect, fragile, expose, discipline, execute, resilient, humble, approval. 8 words, 5 lessons, 1 truth. The strongest transformations often happen in silence. The strongest growth often happens when nobody is watching. The strongest people are often those who spend less time talking and more time working. So from today, protect your dreams. Stay humble about your success. Choose wisely who receives your trust. Guard your finances and execute your plans quietly. Then, one day, people will ask how you did it, and you will smile, because while they were watching, you were building. And Noah, what about the Portuguese? Bernard the Notebook and I have had a conversation.
a quiet one. No announcements, just a plan. That is exactly how it should be. Write in the comments. One thing I'm working on quietly right now is we read every single one. And if today's episode helped you, please subscribe to Enjoy English with Noah and share this with one person who needs to hear it today. Take care of your English and take care of your dreams. This is Noah, and this is Mia. You've been listening to Enjoy